So tonight, our weekly series House of Cards takes a break to pave way for the grand election coverage. Now this week, Kenya marks the first anniversary of the August 8th, 2017 general election, whose presidential poll was on September 1st nullified by the Supreme Court. Tonight, KTN's political affairs reporter Murimi Mwangi revisits the disputed polls and explains why most legal and electoral experts feel key stakeholders are yet to learn from the acrimonious 2017 polls.
It marks a new beginning for our country, a beginning in which we hope that we shall march together as Kenyans.
Mandela could shake hands with the clerk. What is wrong in Raila Odinga shaking hands with the Uhuru Kenyatta?
But on those items that are for the benefit of mwananchi, tutaunga mkono.
Nia yetu ni kushirikiana kwa manufaa ya wananchi wa taifa letu la Kenya. Kuna makosa tukishirikiana jamani.
Now we're very focused on the 4 agendas, which you know that those 4 agendas will change the lives of our people.
From a new legal regime that gave finality to presidential results announced at the constituency, to these tablets which seamlessly merged voter identification and results transmission under a single gadget, the 2017 election was definitely poised to be the country's most complex, if not competitive.
I pledge to work with all stakeholders within the law to ensure that we have a free, fair, and credible election come August 8th this year.
However, that was never to be. A headwind of political suspicion and endless court battles over procurement of key electoral material set the stage for the Commission's tribulations. The timelines were tight, and on August 8th, the polls opened. President Uhuru Kenyatta facing off with his longtime political rival, opposition chief Raila Odinga, culminating in this September 1st Supreme Court bombshell.
The presidential election held on 8th August 2017 was not conducted in accordance with the Constitution and the applicable law, rendering the declared results invalid, null, and void.
And 12 months on, the question still goes begging. Just what went wrong with the August 8th presidential election?
The queuing by citizens did not go wrong. There was no problem. The voting did not go wrong. The counting at the polling station did not go wrong. What went wrong was the transmission of those results.
It is easy to send a text where there is 2G or 3G, but it can be difficult to send an image unless you get proper connectivity.
The Supreme Court dismissed this as a lame excuse. Majority of the judges accusing Chebukati's team of messing up with the result transmission and blatantly disobeying the electoral laws which required scanning and transmission of all Forms 34A, the results declaration document at the polling station, and Forms 34B from the 290 constituency returning officers. At the time of IEBC's declaration of President Kenyatta's victory with 8.2 million, representing 54.3% of the vote against Odinga's 6.7 million, equivalent of 44.7%. IEBC, it emerged, had not received all Forms 34A. Meanwhile, at least 56 Forms 34B had no security features, a requirement which was introduced by electoral amendments by then Senators Kiraitu Murungi and James Orengo co-chaired Joint Parliamentary Committee. IEBC's refusal to open its servers for scrutiny as ordered by the Supreme Court further aggravated the Commission's predicament. But just why did the IEBC refuse to open the servers?
There was no difficult, but IEBC just needed time because there were many people there were many companies that working together had passwords. So to remove one password to the other and so forth needed time.
It was tampered with so that the electronic transmission was not transmitting the votes cast. It was counting the number of votes that Raila got and therefore determining how many votes it should show that Uhuru Kenyatta got.
Results were not interfered. Results, the logs are there. If you can go to IEBC, by and large, things went well.
It is now 3 days to the first anniversary since the bitterly disputed August 8th polls that heralded the chaotic October 26th repeat presidential poll. Since then, there have admittedly been numerous political developments, not the least the March 9th, 2018 political ceasefire deal between Kenyatta and Odinga. Meanwhile, the Wafula Chebukati's depleted commission continues to cross the proverbial Rubicon as things fall apart at the Anniversary Towers-based IEBC, where 4 of the 7 commissioners have since resigned amidst an ongoing bitter court dispute between Chebukati and suspended CEO Ezra Chiloba.
Unless they follow those recommendations of overhauling the system, overhauling the secretariat, so that they have a secretariat that understands its complementarism of a commission, these problems will continue. It will be Oswago, and then Chiloba, and then Mwikali.
Now, while the Kenyatta-Odinga cooperation deal could have ceased the opposition's abrasive quest for electoral justice, the ghosts of the 2017 polls no doubt are on the prowl, even as the 2022 political drumbeats intensify. Murimi Mwangi, KTN News in Nairobi.